Hey, so I wanted to share my before and after and talked a little bit about before learned EVT, before I started to practice EFT and mindfulness, and how I heal my past. Me, in the past 12 years ago, I was having all these emptiness feelings and I was severely depressed. I was very reactive and I was very emotional and I was coping in a way that was not healthy and it was kind of like self-harm and I was basically close to destroying my life and like I had a hard time wanting to stay alive for the purpose of living and things like that, and I was in a very dark place in my life and I didn't know how to tell my family. I didn't know what to do. So I followed what, society usually tells us to do. And for some people, it works if they're lucky, if they find someone who can really understand borderline or bipolar disorders. But I didn't find the right help. And that really was very bad for me because then when I was trying many medications, nothing was working. And especially when I was switching from one to the other, and I didn't know this at the time, you're very in a dangerous position, and because your mood is completely weird and bad, and it can really exacerbate very bad feelings actually instead of helping. And what I realized is that years later, and I'm learning from all my mistakes, is that at the end I was the only one that could help myself. I was the one that understood what I was feeling, what I was struggling with, and that I could empower myself through learning another way of dealing with these feelings, of learning how to understand my journey and why I behaved the way I did, why I reacted the way I did. And it was just an introspection journey, and I started to make books my best friend, and I explored all kind of like therapies, and I found one that was very, very helpful. To name a few, it was EFT. It helped me voice what was I feeling and burying inside, because that's never good to bury things inside because you think they're gonna go away if you ignore them, but they actually can make you sick, or they can go to this conscious where you unaware are recreating the same events that created the trauma. And that's very cruel thing to do to ourselves. And we do it unconsciously, of course, but that's why it's so important to voice out. Sometimes our thoughts are torturing us. It's like a mental agony, but when you release them out loud through EFT, then they sound kind of silly, or they start to wear off. They're not as strong anymore. Mindfulness, because I had a lot of ruminating thoughts, and I will like rehearse something that happened, or a conversation or a memory over and over again. Or I will, when I was with anxiety, I will be like thinking that I was gonna, if I will predict what could go wrong constantly, and after that, and after that, and after that, I will defeat it because I predicted it. But that was like a futile cycle where I was constantly just thinking there was what could go wrong constantly. And mindfulness really helped me realize that I don't have to accept every thought, and meditation helped me too. And I discovered that there's not only the one that you sit with your and go, there's all kinds of meditations. There's even coloring books are a meditation. There's corporal ones if you don't like to just be there, and that's actually worse for you. You don't click with that. There's corporal ones, and I really like them because it makes the blood circulate, and all of that And then I also learned DBT, which was gives you tools, it gives you skills to go to, and this basically rewires your brain. It rewires your way of thinking, how you see the world, and you start to, the more you practice it, they start to become your go-to instead of your self-destructive behaviors. So I am so happy that I found these tools, and that's why I made it my mission to share these resources, because this would have saved me so much pain in the past. Now today, I spot the red flags. I spot when I'm starting to go to that place. Now I learn that I have to be consistent too, to feel good, not just because today I feel good, now I'm not going to practice the things that brought me to where I am today. I have to keep my self-care practices as non-negotiable, and at least one for my mind, one for my soul, and one for my body, and things like that. So if you want to empower yourself today and learn how you can cope in a healthy, resilient way, you can learn DBT and learn how the stress tolerance, learn emotion regulation, learn interpersonal effectiveness, and how to improve your mindfulness. And I teach these classes that you're welcome to check out at bossofmyfeelings.com. And while you're there, you can download a sample of my book where I share everything that worked and all these myths that through 12 years of going through this, I realized that can debilitate you if you believe them. And check them out, and I'll see you in the next video. You can tune into yourself, learn to cope and understand yourself, and change the story of your life. I hope you can join us on the other side. Start today with a clear path by empowering yourself through learning. I share everything that works at bossofmyfeelings.com. I hope this was helpful, and have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.